Abby Weishi from Stephen Decatur Golf, one of the females that's from the South Bay side, and also the leading female that has won the first two tournaments. And how'd you shoot at today's tournament?
Not too well, but I think it's just this course. I never really play well here. It's kind of short for us, so I can't really use my best club, my driver. So
This is your home course, though, right?
no, Eagles Landing is.
Oh, okay, so you're here at River Run. Now, when you play golf, all right, you chose golf over field hockey, volleyball, soccer, cross country. Why is that?
My dad kind of got me into it at like a young age, just going with him on the weekends and everything, and I really enjoyed it. So I was like, why not play in high school?
And you've been pretty successful with it to the point to where you want to play in college.
Yeah.
So where are we hoping to go?
Probably somewhere in Pennsylvania, Maryland, somewhere close to home. That way I can come home on the weekends and still like go play with my dad and everything.
Let's talk about this golf team. Decatur's been a powerhouse for golf in the South. Why is that?
I think it's just the courses that we play, and before a match we always go to the course that we're going to play the next day and do a practice round, which really helps with your scoring for the next day because you know what clubs to use and everything. So
How much time do you guys spend practicing during the week?
we practice 4 days a week for about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours.
Jacob Bowers with us from Stephen Decatur Golf. The Decatur's been like a powerhouse in golf here. So why did you choose to play golf at Decatur?
I just really always have loved golf ever since I was a little kid, and honestly, it's just a great school. I love playing for it.
So out of all the sports to play, you chose golf. What do you find the most challenging?
The mental game is very difficult. You hit one bad shot and you get all whacked out, and you just gotta keep it together.
So let's talk about those bad shots, because you were out on the course today, and I saw you had a couple of bad shots. It's tough for a high school kid to try and process all this and work through the mental aspect of it. What have you done, or is there a training that you've done to help you deal with that aspect of the game?
What I did is one of the training things is I took like almost like a voice screamer on my phone, put it next to my ear, so that like every time I hit the ball, I have that going, so that it helps me not get distracted when I'm hitting by other people talking.
Really? So the PGA players get upset if somebody even snaps a camera. You've got somebody screaming in your ear?
I figured it's gonna be, you might have one of those times, and if you get all whacked out about one thing, then that basically ruins your round. So
What has to happen this year for you to consider the season a success?
in my opinion, I'd say going to states. Winning the Bayside, South, and North, and going to states would be a success for me in my senior year.
As an individual?
As a team, I'd like to. But yeah, as an individual especially.
Dan Stearman's with us from Stephen Decatur, and the leader of the powerhouse golf team at Decatur. And you can't deny it. You guys, you haven't lost many matches in the South, and I don't know how long.
Well, we've been very fortunate to have some really great players throughout the years that we've been here. Last year, though, Parkside really pushed us last year, which gave us a little bit more incentive when we came back to practice at the end of the summer and to get ready for the Bayside. So the kids have been really dedicated. They've really taken hold of responsibility to maintain the course in the way that we want to play. We want to be aggressive, but we also don't want to make a lot of mistakes. And they've mitigated their mistakes, and the scores reflect in that.
You've got some really good players on your team, including some really good females that are on your team. And I think there's a lot of opportunities out there for females in high school golf.
Oh, absolutely. I've been fortunate in the years that I've coached. I've had some really good lady players. This year, I'm really fortunate to have a senior, Abby Weishi, and then a freshman, Sam Boger, who's going to play for 4 years for us. It changes everything for us as a team and what happens when we go against other people. And their distance and their length, because they can tee up a little closer, helps them to that advantage. But they also are developing a really good short game, which is putting a lot of pressure on the people that they're playing so that they can score. And it just helps us as a team all the way around.
How come Decatur has so many golfers? Is it the location? You're in a beach town, let's face it, with so many golf courses, but you have so many more golfers than any other school.
Well, one, we're a very large school. We're the largest school in Worcester County, so it gives us a bigger pool to play from. We are also in an area where there is a lot of golf courses, and everybody seems to want to play golf now. And, you know, a lot of times if your parent plays golf, your mom or your dad, or even if a brother or sister play golf, when you're young, they drag you along. And once you get into golf and you start to see some success, you get hooked. And once you get hooked, you're never going to stop playing. So that's what's happened for us.
So, what do you consider a successful season?
Wow. Success for us is obviously winning the conference, winning districts, taking a good, strong team to the state tournament, also, not just 4 players, but also an individual or 2, and really posting some solid scores at the state level. The state tournament for teams on this side of the bridge really struggle against some of those better players from Howard and Montgomery County and Prince George's County. They play courses that we're not used to. We get to the University of Maryland. There's a lot of undulation. There's a lot of hidden shots, a lot of things that they don't get used to. So it's a challenge. But these players throughout the conference are getting better. They're getting longer. They're able to shape shots that they couldn't shape in the past. It gives them the ability to post some scores at the state level. And I think that's what we're going to do, and that's what we want to do.